Morning guys, so today we're going to make a really simple brunch dish, breakfast dish, whenever you feel the need to eat this dish for. I got some beautiful brioche from Paul Rhodes down in Greenwich there. There was a whole loaf there on Wednesday. I've probably got about half a loaf left now, but I've got enough for today's recipe. But it is super nice. That's brioche from Paul Rhodes. So we're going to make like almost like an egg mix, like a batter, which we dip our brioche in. Don't have to use brioche, but this is more of a sweet French toast, pain perdu. So we're going to be doing it with jam, some Chantilly cream. Hugely calorific, guys, so there's probably enough calories in here for the whole day. So brioche, I'm going to take some eggs. So for this recipe it's enough for about 4 to 6 people, guys. So I've got 6 eggs in here. Now to that 6 eggs we're going to add 40 grams of sugar. We're going to add a touch of cinnamon, guys, just a touch, not too much. Touch of cinnamon and some fresh nutmeg. A little bit of fresh nutmeg in there. And this cinnamon and nutmeg just brings this dish, just brings it to another level, you know. So cinnamon, make a mess there. Cinnamon, nutmeg, egg, sugar. I'm just going to give that a mix. And to that we're going to add 150 ml of cream, double cream, into that mixture. And again, guys, this mixture will keep for a few days, so you can make it in advance. You know, I'm making it on the day, but you can make it in advance and keep it in the fridge. And if you don't use it all, you know, keep it for the next day. Keep it for the next day. It smells great already. That fresh nutmeg and that cinnamon, this smells great. Okay guys, so French toast. So we're going to start with our brioche. So I've sliced my brioche pretty reasonably thick there, and we're just going to dip that in the batter. While that brioche is just soaking in the batter there just a little bit, we're just going to put a little bit of butter in our pan here, sort of like a medium heat, not too high, guys, just with, you know, a reasonable amount of butter. Just going to turn that brioche around. Beautiful. And we're just going to let that brioche soak up some of that batter. And what we're going to do, we're going to lift our brioche out of the batter and then in the pan, guys, like so. Smells great, that butter. Oh, smells amazing. So we're going to let that cook. We're going to get a nice bit of colour on that on one side, and then we're going to turn it over to the other side and get the same colour on the other side. Just starting to colour up nicely on that one side, guys. We're going to turn that over now. I've just turned that over, guys. It looks amazing. Look at the colour on that. The butter's foaming. Lovely golden brown. It smells amazing. I smell the nutmeg, smell the cinnamon, and I can smell the nutty brownness coming off that little bit of burnt butter there. Looking really good. Hi guys, welcome back. So French toast is ready. It's beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm just going to take that out of the pan, like so. On there, guys, I'm just going to put a bit of raspberry jam. I like raspberry jam. I like the seeds in the but you can use strawberry, you know, whatever jam you want, but I'm using raspberry. It's nice with some chai seeds in there. If you want to, you know, you talk about clean eating and superfoods, get some crushed chai seeds in there. That's always a good touch as well. So a little bit of jam. I'm just going to put a generous smear of raspberry jam on top of the toast, guys. Beautiful. Right, jam on. What I made up this morning, I made some Chantilly cream. So in there is double cream, a little bit of icing sugar, and a little bit of vanilla essence. So we're just going to put a nice quenelle or blob or pipe it on, however you want to put it on. Like so. And then we're just going to dust that with a little bit of icing sugar, guys, in the top of there. If you have some fresh berries are always good on there. I just don't have any fresh berries this morning, but I don't think you can see that there, guys. So yeah, some fresh berries in there, some blueberries, some strawberries, some raspberries, maybe a sprig of mint or something, just to give it a bit of colour. But there we have it, guys. That's our brioche French toast with raspberry jam and Chantilly cream. Smells lovely. I'm going to enjoy this. So it's good night, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.